Where shall we begin? What conversation shall we have? Oh, I know. Do you remember a while back we were asked to vote on the name of that new, very serious Antarctic research vessel, and we all decided we wanted to call it Boaty McBoatface?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
OK, the authorities were very angry with us for that. And they said, I thought, actually, that we'd never be consulted again because the public can't be trusted to be sensible. Well, news from my hometown, Doncaster. OK? Anyone from Doncaster? You're actually from Doncaster? You'll like this. It's actually news from Doncaster, OK? The council has decided to risk it, OK? And they asked the people of Doncaster to vote on a name for it. There are two new sort of snowplough road gritter things, yes? OK? Would you like to hear some of the suggestions people have come up with?
Yes, please, Jeremy, we would.
Here we go. Grit Van Dyke. True Grit. Rule Britannia.
I like that.
Salt Disney.
Let's see what they've done.
These are the names they've chosen, OK? One of them is going to be called Gritsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Anti-Slip Machine. The other one, though, is going to be called David Plowy.
That doesn't work.
Well, I think they were hoping we'd think it was David Plowy, but isn't it? It's David Plowy. It doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, as in snowplow. No.
Well, that would work in Birmingham, wouldn't it?
I'll get the snowplow out.
Snowplow out,
No,
yeah.
all right,
Get
we'll
rid
call
of
it
the snow.
David Plowy, then. The marvellous thing is the council, OK, they said this vote cheered the whole of Britain up.
Well, it hasn't cheered me up.
No, it isn't. And the man from the council said it's got people interested in gritting.
Well, it just hasn't.
No, it hasn't. We would be interested in gritting, though, if we'd thought of a name.
Yeah, well, we'd just call it Gary Gritter, wouldn't we? Let's be honest.
Or maybe Ice-ish. That could work.
Yeah. Gary Gritter or Icish. Do we think those are better names? Oh, hang on. Adolf Gritler.
Perfect. Those are better
That's a
names.
good one.
We like that.
Yeah.
That works. That's good.
Which shall we have? Shall we go with Itsy Bitsy and the other one, or our names? Who wants our names? Hands up. Hands up. That
it.
was a vote, Doncaster.
Yep.
It's just what it's going to have to be.
Gary and Adolf the Gritter.
It is. Right,
Secretly admire our dragging knuckles.
Is that what-
They sense our power.
But there are so many good jokes, right? What does a drummer get on an IQ test? Drool. Yeah, drool.
Hey. What do you throw a drowning guitarist? His amp.
How do you know it's the lead guitarist at the front door? Got the wrong key, doesn't know when to come in.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So we like the guitarist joke.
Yeah. Got any more jokes? By the way, since we are the gnarliest members of the band, for 2 hours we chop wood for a living, and they're prissy little fiddly in the front of the stage.
You're giving it, yes, it's hard
it
work
is.
as well.
They tell these jokes, and we just take it.
We do.
Because that's how great we are.
You have a rule as well, if you make a mistake with drumming, which I particularly enjoy.
The suggestion is if you do make a mistake, look angrily at the bass player.
What the hell are you doing? Let's move on to gigs. You both presumably played really big ones over the years. What's been your biggest, you reckon?
Well, we've been comparing notes, but, you know, you played a stadium, and, you know, they're...
We sell out.
A stadium, yeah, you sell a stadium's a stadium.
But I think he still got me. We all played the Stade de France. I played it twice, you know, 2 nights running. He played it 3 times running. Okay, he beat me on this one, and then he beat me on that one, and then, because he came before me. This is the way musicians establish the hierarchy.
As a drummer, they always come
It's
first.
chronology. You know, Manfred Mann outranks me because he came before, but Kanye is my bitch.
I'm giving my car air conditioning.
You're drilling holes in a £1.5 million car. I couldn't do that.
That's the difference between you and me. I'm practical.
No, that's vandalism.
It's not vandalism.
It's got a hole in it.
But now I'll be able to breathe and see where I'm going, which is important when the track is at that angle.
That's like saying Westminster Abbey's in the way, I'll knock it down so I get a better view. It's still vandalism.
You don't like old things, so why wouldn't you knock Westminster Abbey down?
I like
Ha!
Westminster Abbey.
Hoist by his own petard. Another one here. Was filling his aquarium with seawater. How much is your car going to weigh when it's full?
An extra 700.
Tons?
No, kilograms.
So it's at 0.7 of a ton.
Yeah, an extra.
Extra. And he's parked it
On sand, wet sand,
wet sand.
by the
Buzz.
sea.
The fish aren't heavy.
Tyre. Look at the tyre.
Yeah. The tide is definitely coming in.
With the Indian Ocean nibbling at his back end, James's tank was eventually full.
Right, I need to get this going as quick as possible. You lot out of the way!
He's not going to do it.
Bollocks! I need a tow! Tow!
Try!
It won't do it, it's only got 104 horsepower. Get the truck! Get your 4x4, please, and tow me the first 20 yards. That's what you've got it for. Get it in front.
He's really shouting at me. I don't respond well to shouting. I like calmness.
Can you help?
Yep.
What's the matter?
Says I want a tow. You've got a 4x4. Put it there. Just tow me a bit. I helped you nick the ice making machine.
I
Do
know.
something in return.
You wet
Just
yourself.
calm
You're
down.
still
Still
all
not
wet.
doing it.
Yeah. This is me saving James May.
It's not ideal, but... Jeremy, he's ready.
Keep going.
What is that noise? That's my gearbox.
No, no, stop!
Oh, you pillock.
Hammond, there's a really bad noise.
Yeah.
I dropped him right where the sewage is.
Okay.
There's a terrible noise coming from the bottom of my gear lever when it's under load, pulling him.
Right.
What is that?
That clicking metallic.
Yeah, could you hear it?
Yeah. Don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Thank you. But
What?
you were supposed to do it gently. That's what I was shouting.
My
gently.
car is broken.
Well,
Mine's not,
you might
fortunately.
have,
How did that happen?
You did it.
You might have holed his radiator. We haven't had a look yet.
When I said stop, you accelerated.
Yeah, that did happen.
The noise of my disintegrating gearbox was drowning you out.
I didn't know your gearbox was disintegrating.
It is now.
Radiator and fan are okay.
I knew they were.
Yeah.
I judged it to perfection.
Of course you did.
Once we'd replaced the water James was now wearing, we were ready to go and catch some fish using local methods that we didn't really understand. So far as we could tell, we had to put James in the sea with one end of the rope, and then Hammond and I had to row about, dropping off a net as we went. And pull. Oh! Jesus Christ!
Behold the sparkling treasure of the seas.
What we've achieved, not only solving world hunger, but mastering fishing in a single day. You ever seen Bono do this? No. Angelina Jolie?
No.
Both of them well respected for their charitable work. I haven't seen them in the sea hauling nets, or David Beckham. Eventually, our catch was on board.
We've got 8 plus 1 that got out in the boat.
And to make matters worse, there's a big squall coming.
Yep, I can see it. That'll do it.
Oh, it's quite hairy out here now.
We're all on board.
We can't row in this. If we lift up the anchor, the wind will blow us onto the shore.
Well, that's good.
Or we might just miss it and end up in Madagascar. Or Somalia.
Yeah,
What's Madagascar like?
Better than Somalia.
yeah.
Faced with the prospect of being kidnapped by pirates, we bravely decided to abandon the boat we'd borrowed and the fish we'd caught and hitch a ride back to the harbour with the film crew.
Oh, bollocks.
Right, We went off fishing this morning before the camera crews were up, and we've had a much more successful morning, much more.
we did.
This is the result. I caught the Dorado by hand, in fact.
That was quite a wrestling match. I remember watching that. I was hauling these in at the time, all of them.
Yeah,
all of them.
exactly.
Anyway, we've got a lot of fish that we caught ourselves without the crew early this morning.
And now it was time to load them into our fish transportation vehicles.
That is an octopus, look. You can see its face, the surprise from when James wrestled it. Look at that. The cheese sauce got a thermidor going on right there. And they will be kept succulent and fresh for the journey to Bingo.
Right, come on, matey, in the big tank. You'll like it with your mates. Hey, look at that. Sorry, mate, sorry. Sorry. Oh, he's sandy. Oh, bollocks. Don't rinse him off. There you go. He's okay.
So it goes in its mouth and then out of its anus?
No, it'll go in its mouth and then I imagine out of its gill.
Well, why out of its... No, it doesn't go through its anus, then it goes through its whole body.
No, it goes through the... You don't thread it all the way through the fish.
If
Don't
I
you-
were to draw you...
Oh, can somebody come and open the lid?
No, I'm busy with
Open
him.
the lid.
Oh, yeah. Admire.
Now what do you do?
Hang it on here.
Eventually, the loading and the hanging were complete, and we were ready.
OK, it's time now, and nobody's ever said this on a car show before. Save the world. There you go.
Right, forward into saving the world. This is it. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh.
Stupid. What the hell is...
Oh, Lord above! What manner of thing is happening here? Still, could be worse.
Oh, it's steering me. I'm not steering it. It is steering me. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride and humility that I accept this award for good. Oh,
Oh, tarmac. That's better.
Our mercy mission would take us through the city of Maputo and then 200 miles north to the tiny village of Bingo.
What is this stuff?
Oh, hello. The colleagues.
is that you, Clarkson?
Sure is. Move your bloody car, May.
What a muppet! He's got a four-wheel drive pickup truck. What are those bits of scaffolding coming out of your bonnet for?
I'm making kippers, or I would be, if you hadn't to block the way.
You say making kippers?
They look like the handrails out of a disabled shower from back here. What are they?
They're exhaust pipes.
What?
Ice machine broke. I'm now turning them into smoked fish. This is a kipper factory.
Hang on, you're smoking them in diesel smoke.
Yes.
Hey?
Well, we just
Why
smoke.
do you think that's never been done before?
Nobody's thought of it.
No, because it's vile.
Well, what, you eat wood smoke? That's disgusting. You go near a bonfire.
You think oak smoked fish is the same as diesel smoked fish?
It's coal-rolled kippers.
It's under there now smoking in
No,
your
because
view.
I've turned the engine off.
This
Now they're
interesting
rotting.
discussion was not helping the people of Bingo, so we knuckled down to the business of getting through the mud.
I'm gonna go behind the trees, because I'm narrow, so I can. Oh! That's a thorn tree! No! Oh, Christ! Get off!
Meanwhile, May made me give him a tow.
Right, James May, are you ready?
Go. Yes! Come on, keep Keep going, keep going. Hang on, I'm stuck here, I'll bottom down.
And that's pretty much all I did for the rest of the day.
So close!
Here we go again, to tow him out. Listen to that CV joint. Damn him and his stupid aquarium, which weighs 1,800 tons.
That's the most stuck it's ever been.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Luckily, Ewan McHammond was always on hand to provide some comic relief.
Ha! I can go at the middle, you see?
With two of us safely across, all eyes were now on the hopeless Macquarium.
James, it is extremely deep.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll do just a gentle bow wave like they do at off-road school.
Here he comes.
There you go. Oh, shit. Shit. Help! Oh, your fish are going to escape. Oh, bollocks.
James, don't let the fresh water get in your salt water.
I don't give a toss about that. Come and get me.
I have rescued you 1,000,000 times, and I'm not towing that damn thing anymore. You are breaking the CV joints in my hard body.
Having finally got fed up with him, Hammond and I decided to get radical. So that night, as James slept, we modified his car slightly. This made James very unpleased.
You bastards! I hate you! Both of you! You utter bastards!
Listen, I am prepared to tow your boot full of water. That's important. I'm not going to tow a dead engine that's full of water as well. That's just a waste of fuel.
Rubbish, it wasn't dead. I could have mended that once we dragged it out. It's just ignition. I've done it 5 times already. You complete moron.
I hope you get Bill Hart's here of the ball sack.
Right, that's it. He's asked for it.
Funny, very funny.
Funny man.
I think you're following him too closely.
Why don't you sod off?
Has it affected the handling?
What was that?
Fearful that James was about to catch cancer from my coal rolling, I invited him to enter my hard body. And was he grateful? No.
The ride in this thing is appalling. Why is it so bad?
So if an ambulance came to rescue you, would you complain about the quality of the ambulance?
No,
Well, why are you complaining about everything I've done for you?
because you're rescuing me from effective injury that you inflicted. I'd still complain about the man who mugged me if he then said, oh, well, that'll be up, mate. I'd still complain.
Let's be brutally honest, shall we? Your car's been a terrible nuisance all the way along.
Not to me.
It has to me because I've had to wait for it for days.
You're so noble, I won't forget to mention you in my speech.
You're not going to
But
get.
I'm not.
You're not getting a Nobel Prize
Why not?
because you're ending with 3/4 of a car.
That doesn't, you don't get the prize for how much car you bring. You get the prize for bringing the fish. Don't forget you're towing my fish, i.e. the fish that are still edible.
Mine are
All right?
edible.
No, they're not.
They are. They're
I can assure you they're not.
bingo. Alas, our quest is at an end. Sir Jeremy and the Nobel Award-winning James May and Richard Hammond are arriving.
Hello. Have we got good news for you guys?
Aware that our fish may cause a stampede, we found a spot with enough space to accommodate the crowds.
Are you ready? This will get them running over here. You watch. Oh, look at that. Hundreds and hundreds of delicious fishes. Diesel-infused kippers.
James, however, was not so happy about the condition of his fish. And for some reason, he blamed me.
All that messing around and dragging around, you killed them. Those were all alive this morning. All of them are dead.
How do you know all of them are?
Because they're floating, that's what fish do. I've kept those alive for 3 days, you muppet. I mean, it doesn't matter because they're still fresh. Because you did this, you dragged it along, bouncing it around too much and not thinking about the fish, and you finished them off.
This, though, was no time to get bogged down with who'd killed James's fish, because it was him. So we got on with the job of setting up our stalls.
Is that straight?
No.
And eventually, we were ready for the crowds to descend.
Customer, customer. Nobody's interested.
So we moved on to the next phase of our plan.
It's the man from Hello Magazine getting these shots.
Oh, wait a second. Is there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Give me a please.
Concerned. Can see a concerned face? Yeah. Can you make sure you get plenty of local people in the background? It's obvious I'm in Africa, thank you.
And then, with not a single fish given away but the pictures taken, there was only one thing left to do.
And chaps, let's get the helicopter.